Alright. Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my boy, Big Bailey.
Yo. What
So what's going on, King?
Man, just maintaining, man. Trying to make these moves, keep pushing in the positive direction, you know.
Man, I feel you, man. So I love the movement, man. You got the clothing on.
Yeah, you know.
Got the Big Bailey clothing. BigBailey.com, by the way.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. So, what's the origin behind Big Bailey?
All right, so basically, the moniker Big Bailey, it was given to me by my friend who passed away back since the 3rd grade, Corey Wade, C. Wade. He's a real legend around the area in our school, and because he's a big basketball player, and he actually passed playing basketball, had a heart attack at a young age. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I wrote a poem about him that I was gonna read at his funeral and everything, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. That was like my closest friend, well, original, like that we still kept in contact from elementary school. But he the one who gave me the first name, that gave me the Big Bailey moniker, and I just went with it as an artist name, man. I always, tell people my real name, Tamel Bailey, as well, because I looked it up. I'm the only Tamel Bailey in the U.S., like with the first name and last name. It's a very unique name my mom gave me. So, yeah. But yeah, I just go with Big Bailey for my stage name because I am kind of big, just a little big.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm only 6'5" and almost 500 pounds.
So it's Tamel.
Tamel, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, unique. It's different.
Okay.
Mine's different. Mine's Jasmine.
Okay.
Out of all names, at least yours is more manly than mine.
Well, people think I'm a woman a lot of times from my name, actually.
Some people think I'm a woman.
Yeah, so
I love it because, when bill collectors call, they're like, hey, Jasmine, she's available. I'm like, no. I get manly and say, no, she's not here.
Put that very white voice on, no.
No, she's not here. Jasmine is not here. Whoever that is, it's Jamar.
And then for me, you got that Barry White. I'm tall. Normally people with a taller have a lower voice,
Right.
I got a voice like a woman. Man, when I go through the drive-thru, I order my McDonald's, they like, would you like some fries, ma'am? I'm like, you know what? And then I lower my voice, then I'm like, no, thank you, I'm a sir.
You gotta tell me you got an attitude without showing you got an attitude. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Exactly.
So man, you brought me something.
Oh yeah, I got a little hoe. Yes, CTC United, J.Paul, the DemiGod.
Man, do y'all see this man? Okay, for one, this is a first for NewbieVeT, man. Like this man brought me something, got it packaged, signed, sealed, and delivered. This is crazy, man. This is awesome, man.
Yes, sir. And I know I don't want to open it for you, but I do want to get into what it is.
Okay.
Quick, like.
Okay.
Just a little.
Oh man, that was up, bro.
Little Big Bailey love, and it's got a personal message on the CD for you, and the actual poem.
J.Paul, the DemiGod, Big Bailey, keep shining and pushing forward, man. This is love, bro.
All love.
That's love, man. Hold on, yeah, show him,
yeah,
bro.
We got Never Quit on Your Dreams, which is the title track from the album. I got the lyrics for my verse and the hook that I wrote. This track is featuring Rosa John and Kato the King. We got the video for that. This is the CD. And I got a personal message for J.Paul on here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna read this, man.
Okay. And then we got the Big Bailey sticker, BigBailey.com. All about the branding these days, Got the business card. And got the Tamel's tech support business card, because I'm a computer technician. I always have to shout that out. Okay. And we got the wristband, Never Quit on Your Dreams.
So, man, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, this is the presentation for me is what catches me. Presentation, because it's like, okay, this show that you took out time, this show that you really invest into your craft, and you spend money into your stuff, man. And the message of J.Paul, thanks so much for having me on the show. Keep blazing the trail. Enjoy, man. That's love, bro. I appreciate that, King.
Man, hey, it's all love, man.
I'm most definitely gonna check this out today.
Okay, that's what's up.
Most definitely, bro. So, man, so you do the tech support?
Yes, I do tech support. I have an associate's degree in computer networking and computer electronics engineering, a bachelor's in IT, and a master's in IT. And I also have A+ certification and a Dell certification. So, I have the credentials. And when I launched my website for Tamel's tech support, I started trying to get Google reviews. We good on customer service. We got like 58 reviews right now, all 5 stars. So
that's awesome, man.
So check me out on my website, Tamel's Tech Support. We mainly do remote tech support. A lot of people don't know of remote technology these days, where you could be halfway across the world. As long as you got an internet connection, I can repair your computer unless it's a hardware issue. Now, if it's hardware, you got to bring it to me. We got to meet up, whatever. So, and for that, I usually travel to people remotely as well because I don't really have like a home store or nothing like that. And, but yeah, that's Tamel's tech support.
If people don't understand how much that stuff costs. Like
yes.
Because the time, why it costs so much to get like computer work and all that stuff done?
Well, see, because a lot of people, when they think about computer work, the first person they think about is Best Buy Geek Squad.
Right.
Now, the Geek Squad going to tax you.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to tax you. But see, the thing I tell people about most anything about the price is that it might take me 5 minutes to repair your problem. But you're not paying me for my 5 minutes of repairing your problem. You're paying me for my 20 years of education and expertise to know how to get straight to that and do it like that.
Right.
So that's why there's a premium price for certain things of that nature, because it's about the expertise. It's you can try to do it yourself. You can go to YouTube, but hey, who knows if you're going to be able to do that? And,
especially when they have different tutorials on people showing different techniques.
Yeah.
And they all might not work for you. You might watch 8 videos and none of them work.
Yep, exactly. So, but yeah, that's pretty, and my prices are very reasonable. I ain't gonna give my prices right now, but I try to work with people. I even take payment plans, if you ain't got it like that. And like I say, I try to work with people on money like that, man, because it's more so about helping people. Everything I do is about trying to help people, man. But yeah. Yeah,
man. Okay, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, though. So, and you do graphic designing?
A little bit. I designed all that stuff. Well, I didn't design. Now the CD cover that was designed by my man Dorian Harris. Shouts out to the art dealer.
Shout out Dorian, art dealer. That's my boy.
Yeah, he best at graphics. I try to throw people his way as much as I can. Man.
Come on back on the show, bro. Let's chop it up again, bro.
Yeah, but the actual Big Bailey logo, I designed that with Adobe Illustrator. And
still dope though. Hey. Like I say, anytime something comes from an idea and you actually put that idea into actually print, or where people can actually see the idea, genius. I mean, to me, that's still your graphic designer, because a lot of people don't even know how to start.
Yeah.
Or start on that. You know what I'm saying? So it just, my thing is just experience come from the presentation. The better your presentation come from, the more time you invest into it.
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like so. If you trying to elevate that to the next level, you'll put more time up. But it's kind of hard for you because you're a man of so many talents. So it's like you ain't gonna have time to sit there and learn how to do one technique to the max.
Exactly. So that's why a lot of times I don't call myself these titles, because like I know my potential, but I know what I love. I try to stick with what I love more than anything else. That's necessarily what I'm capable of doing. But I do stuff. It started because I had to. I couldn't afford to pay nobody to design logos for me back in the day. I was like, hey, I'm going to learn this. And I couldn't pay nobody to make beats when I first started making beats. I'm like, I'm going to learn how to make beats. And, it was a necessity. I couldn't pay nobody to studio time. I had to learn how to do audio engineering. But now I'm at a point where I'm trying to reach out to more people. That's their specific specialty.
Right.
And, work with people in community. And, it's all about spreading love for me. And like, that's why for me, like, you're like, man, you're a graphic designer. I'm like, And I appreciate that, because, you're right. Like you say, you get something, you get an idea, you put it to fruition, and that's when you get stuff printed. And,
printing all that. Because you got to think, if other people compliment it, they're like, oh, that's a dope hat. Who did your hat? Oh, I designed it.
I did it myself. Exactly. Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, what got you into poetry?
Okay, man, and it's a perfect timing for this, because the Kanye West documentary just floating around with everybody going haywire about it. My first introduction to spoken word was College Dropout album, Never Let Me Down, with J. Ivy featuring Jay-Z. That J. Ivy poem that he spit, man, that I hadn't really known about spoken word as an art form that I would be interested in before that. I had been writing poetry since I was in like the 5th grade, just poetry in general, but the spoken word art form, and that was 2003 when College Dropout came out, I think. Yeah. So I had just graduated high school. I graduated in 01 from Midland Valley. Shouts out Mustangs. But anyway, but yeah, when I heard that poem, I memorized it. I was like, what is this art form? I got to get into this, because I had also been writing raps back in high school, but like the topics I wanted to talk about ain't the kind of stuff you normally hear on normal rap songs.
Right.
So spoken word gave me the avenue to be more like emotional, more
and you can take your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you could put more you could put emotion in rap, but the thing with rap is at a pace.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
You gotta keep up with the beat.
Keep up with the beat. It's like you racing with the beat, but with poetry, you work at your own pace. You control the rhythm, the tone.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. So like, when was your first time ever doing a performance? Actually doing one of your poetry that you've written?
That was actually in 2007. At my first show was at Sultry Sounds. Who was hosting that night? I forgot the cat's name, but an open mic at Sultry Sounds. And I did my poem called "Hey Fat Man," which was like, people loved it. people always trip off that title, first of all.
Right.
But it's a poem just about the stereotypes about fat people in general and how they're not necessarily true, and you don't know. And we're the most discriminated in the country, like, and we really are still the fat people. But anyway, I can get into that poem. You can check that poem out on my first CD, Hey Fat Man. It was the name of the title of the CD. It's on Bandcamp right now. But yeah, that first actual open mic I did, I thought I was the ish. Wait, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
I thought I was the ish. I don't even curse like that. I thought I was the shit.
Right.
Because at first open mic, somebody seen me that night and wanted me to do a feature. And the somebody was Faith Hope. I don't know if you're familiar with her or not, but it used to be called Diamond Life Entertainment back then that she had, and she got me to feature at Tribeca. So that was my first featured show off my first open mic, and I was like, man, I'm killing this thing. But over the years, I started doubting myself and started taking breaks, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, that was my first open mic back at Sultry Sounds, 2007, for spoken word. Yeah. And
so ever since then, you just been on it, on it.
Man, just trying to do it as much as I can, man. Like I say, I had kind of fell off sometimes, took breaks over the years, because I would start comparing myself to other people. I realized that's the biggest mistake I made in my entertainment career, is trying to be like somebody else. Not be like them, but try to say like well, they had this level of success.
Yeah, like their style is what gonna get me in the game.
Exactly.
Right.
And people always tell me that I'm very unique. Like they don't hear nobody else like me, and I'm like, I gotta really embrace that. And that's what I'm trying to do lately these days is, really find my lane and ride in it, and not try to be, looking over at no other lanes and trying to, ride on the other highway. I'm trying to stay in my lane and ride it till the wheels fall off.
I'm glad you said that, because it's like a lot of artists get lost in that phase to the point where, cause we all get like that, to the point where it's like, damn, I make good music, but my music isn't making the traction it's supposed to do. It's not getting the noise. It's not making no noise like it's supposed to do. And then you start looking at the way that these artists doing it, like the way they're doing things. You're like, okay, well, maybe if I change it up and do it this way, it work for me. But then you change it up this way. Now it look more of you being thirsty. It look more of you being more of you following a trend. Instead of creating your own. Because a lot of people don't understand the trends that people follow be something different.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it. So it's like, it's always something different that pops up, and the people, an artist only remains hot so long.
Yeah.
If you remain hot over the decades, then you one of the greats. Because you last the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, the Nas, the ones that still, the Snoops, the ones that still can stay consistent from way back when until now. Like you follow their career and they're achieving heights and going bigger things. Those are the ones that get different besides the ones that follow people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because once, there's only so much you can do with a style. Yeah. That you don't own. You know what I'm saying? Because, you can't, that's like, when I feel like if you're copying someone's style, you're trying to figure someone's psyche. Oh, okay. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's how I see it. Because it's like, okay, say like if I like Michael Jackson. Yeah, I love Michael Jackson. Never be another Michael Jackson. Exactly. But you have so many impersonators that make a living off being Michael Jackson. You have to get in Michael's psyche in order to even get to the level Mike's on. See, because most people that understand, they think we know Michael, we only go by the public opinion. Yeah. What you see on the surface. Yeah. Instead of actually knowing what Drew's, and you don't know certain things happen till someone dies, then true stories pop up. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's one thing I tell about people, man. It's like, no one's like, Big said it best. Big, Notorious Big. No one's designed like you.
Yeah.
No one's designed like you. It's like we all have, you know, twins have 2 different fingerprints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's unique in their own way. And I just feel like if everybody just stay in that lane and just focus on what they got going on, they'll become great.
Yes,
you know
sir.
But in order, I feel like in this, the way the society is, it's kind of hard. Because when you go online, that's all you see is people following this, trending.
It's a whole app based off of people using other people's IP, intellectual property, TikTok. You stealing their sounds, you stealing their videos, they calling it duets, but it's all biting. That's the whole app.
And I don't understand that because it's like that app, you can upload any song, any video clip, anything, and don't get copyright infringements or nothing. But you put it on Facebook, Instagram, copyright. But I'm like, they're making billions of dollars off copyright infringements.
Stealing that IP. I studied IP law, you know, I know a little bit about copyrights and trademarks and everything, and trade secrets, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's funny because that's where it's at these days is TikTok. You get popular on TikTok, man. Matter of fact, shouts out to my man Sean Milley. That's who it was you had that I couldn't.
Shout out Sean Milley, my boy.
Yeah, and how he blew up off of TikTok, man. That loved me and everything, and because he said he did something different, and then he threw the music at him. So I'm working on my TikTok presence now. I was late to the TikTok game, just like I was late to Instagram. I was late to everything. I was late to Facebook, even though Facebook is my #1 right now. I just launched the Big Bailey official on Facebook, like official tribe of mine. But yeah, social media these days, it's so much clout chasers out there.
And I mean TikTok. Well, I mean, I have a TikTok, but I don't be on it. It be managed by some people. But the thing that I don't like about TikTok is the fact that it's like you have people that's not in the music business. You have people that you just have everyday average people, you know, blow up faster than people that actually do it for a living, that actually invest money, that actually put time into their production. Put thousands of dollars in their money and don't even get half the numbers that a TikToker get just by doing some silly dance.
Stupid dance, exactly.
Or some shit like that. And then a lot of the TikTok stuff be corny. I'm just keeping it real. Most of it be corny. Most of it be you got grown ass adults in there just every day on there. Like there's no knock. I'm not knocking anybody that does it. If you do your thing, that's your thing. But my thing is this, okay, when TikTok is over, what's next? Cause my thing is this, there's only so long that, cause TikTok ain't nothing but the Vine to me. You remember the Vine?
There was 6 seconds or 7 seconds.
The Vine.
Vine video.
Vine video.
Short little clip.
Little clip. Blew the fuck up. It was on World Star. It was everywhere. A lot of celebrities was made from that Vine era. You know, the King Botch, the other people like that, you know, the Don DC, the DC
Curry,
DC, all them boys blew up from Vine. Vine disappeared. You don't hear from Vine no more, right?
Nope.
Vine ain't nothing but the new TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's like you gotta roll with the times more than anything else, and certain stuff when it's trendy like that, it just don't last. It go back to being, like you said, doing your own thing. Like if you somebody who is really a leader, you're gonna be able to get traction on whatever platform just because. You know, you ain't gotta depend on the platform, and when it go away, you gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that separates a lot of people from other people that just, like you said, riding the wave or following the trend. And just trying to be like everybody else, or just doing something because it's hot at the time. You know, so.
Then you got, what killing me, you have some artists that do music that might got 1.5 million followers. They might have a video that went viral. Now, this what gets me with artists. Okay, if you're gonna spend your time on social media, as far as Instagram, TikToks, or anything like that, and this go to artists. If you're gonna spend that much time on there, like trying to get attention, trying to do videos, whatever you can, have your backup, have your plan ready to execute right then and there.
Once you get that attention,
so it's like
you gotta do something with it.
You gotta do something with it. A lot of artists, they'll get so many views on TikTok for just doing something outside of the music. far as like doing some silly joke or copying a trend or doing something like that, it gets traction. 500,000 views, 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do nothing else after that.
Yep.
You only get a small window of opportunity. So as soon as my thing is if you post that video, soon as you see that video get to like 100,000, 300,000, flood that shit up with your music.
Yeah.
Flood it up with other shit that you can sell.
Yeah.
That you can bring a profit back. Because a lot of people just be getting all this attention and say, fuck the profit.
Yeah.
We don't want no money. We just doing
They
it.
just want to do attention.
Right.
Then that's the biggest thing that I'm really trying to work on lately as well is it is the music business. It ain't the music hobby.
Facts.
It ain't the music pastime, whatever. It's a business. Like, a lot of people ain't about their business out here. And that's one of the things I appreciate about you as we was chopping it up before this or whatever, that man, like, you gotta be a businessman. Even if you're an artist or whatever, you gotta have your business together in order to generate profit, in order to eventually to go to live off your art.
Right.
Everybody can't say that, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta have your business together. Like, you gotta get your stuff registered. You gotta get, you gotta be in the right place. You gotta do your paperwork. You gotta do your contracts. Like, stuff people don't even hardly do these days. Like,
Wow.
And that's one of the things I'm really trying to get more into these days for myself, because I was a little slack on that even myself. Like, but yeah, if you want to live that dream that everybody got to do a full-time entertainment of music, you got to get that business together.
And then on top of that, going piggybacking off what you said earlier, it's a necessity.
Yes.
So it's like, a lot of artists don't understand that, okay, videographers charge so much, directors charge so much, camera people charge so much, because it's like, okay, you got to look at the time, the editing.
Yep.
The videos, the process, the whole nine. Like, that person's mind got to be clear to do the job, to film it, to sit down for hours to put it together. So, you got to think, we might be filming a music video to 2 to 4 hours, and we shrinking that down to 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to go through hours of footage and shrink all that down to 2-3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, and then make it flow good.
Yeah.
And make it flow. So, it's the timing, and it's a necessity. That's just like somebody want piercings, gold teeth, tattoos. Those are necessities.
Yep.
You can't complain about a price of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not something you need.
Yeah, and people gawk at certain prices sometimes from certain people. They be like, oh, I can do this on my iPhone. Well, go ahead then.
Go ahead and do it.
Go ahead and see how it goes.
See how good, see how much traction you get.
Exactly.
So, man, I'll never quit on your dreams, man. So what made you come up with this project?
Oh, man, look. That was a brainchild of mine. Matter of fact, I had an original wristband that was Never Quit on Your Dreams. It was black with white letters. I had just started selling as merch after I do these poetry shows, probably like 7-8 years ago. And I never conceptualized it as an actual album title or nothing like that until it picked up and people were like really liking it, really feeling the wristbands. And I was like, you know what? That's a good concept for a song and a whole album. And I started getting into the writing and recording process, and we did the lead single, Never Quit on You. Well, the first single off of that was No Neutral, featuring Saw Jules and Lolita Pierre.
Shout out my girl, Saw Jules.
Shouts out. The hostess with the mostest, the poet, the businesswoman, the author, like, so talented. And so yeah, that was the first single off of the album. We released that on Mother's Day in 2019. And we gonna do a video for that soon. Sobbing on my back about that thing. Right. She like, we got to get a video. It's too long.
Just the timing.
Yeah.
Timing, right. Okay.
Yeah. So we gonna get one, but we actually did the video for Never Quit on Your Dreams, the title track. That's featuring Rosa John and Kato the King. Shouts out to them. Shot by my man C.W. Comer, Conquer Jones, and that's on YouTube and Facebook. You got a little good bit of traction on Facebook and everything. Cause I live on Facebook these days. I'm one of them Facebook friend whores. I got like almost 5,000 friends.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
Cause I used to, every show I did, I say add me on Facebook,
Yeah.
And now I'm like almost at the limit where I have to delete people and re-add people because I want to keep the network fresh, Yeah. And I'm kind of like, damn.
You know what I did? I did a Facebook flush. I deleted 4,000 people. I had 5,000 at one time, but to the limit I couldn't get no more. But then I realized, like, I'm not getting 5,000 likes. I'm not getting 5,000 shares, comments, so I don't need as many people.
Exactly.
And then I need to make room for new people that I come across. They need to be able to come on board and see what and go on this journey with me. Because I look at it like every friend request, every artist, every follower, they on a journey with you. Yeah. That's how I see it. So if I got 8,000 people on my Instagram, there's 8,000 people on the trail with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Follow me. So it's like, you know, that's how I see it. Whether it's 8,000 people looking at it all at once or whether it's 3, whatever, as a total people, it's 8,000 people is like, click.
Yes, sir.
Click. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's deep, man.
That's deep. Yeah. Also, look, I even, you know, because I'm grateful. To me, small numbers matter same way as big numbers. Like, reason I say that. Yeah. Like, internet numbers can be inflated.
They can be bought.
They can be bought.
And I bought them before. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it before.
Yeah, they can be bought. So it's like, it hits different when you pay $10 for 3,000 views compared to you getting 1,000 real views.
Yes. Organic, as they call it. Yeah.
People, like 1,000 people actually clicked and watched that. Mm-hmm. It hits different.
Definitely. And that's why, like, people get into a lot of stuff about the numbers, like, cause it's like, it's weird because people want to chase numbers a lot. Like I say, I've been guilty of that too. I bought SoundCloud plays. I bought Reverb Nation plays. I bought YouTube views. I bought Facebook likes before. I done bought some everything, but I don't do it no more. And I ain't ashamed of doing it cause that's how I was feeling at the time.
But everybody in the industry do it.
Yeah,
they do it. So.
Even the major labels do that kind of stuff. Do it.
They boost their numbers up because it looks good. Like you don't want to be a big major record label because half the time you new artists that come out, you don't know who the hell these artists is, and of course their numbers don't be big like that. You know, just you gotta inflate it a little bit, make it look good.
Yeah, put a little icing on the cake.
Yeah,
but for me, like these days, I'm on a whole new thought process pattern, whatever you want to call it, that I care more about the one-on-one with individuals. Like I say, every CD I put out, I put a message. I don't want to say how many I sold. I ain't trying to brag or nothing, but every single one that I sell, I put a personal message to that person on there. It's like a piece of memorabilia. Even though, people say CD's dead these days. Even if you don't play it, you got a piece of Big Bailey that you can hold on to. And that's the way I look for stuff. And I'm trying to reach people on an individual level, personal level. Like, and if it's only 10 people, if I did something to touch you and change your spirit and you one of them 10 people for the day, then I feel good about my job, you know, because I'm all about inspiring and motivating these days. So if I can uplift you for just a brief period of time, and like I said, if it's 2 people, if it's 1 person, it's hard to not chase them numbers, especially when you see other people with all these numbers and you like, man, I'm better than them, you know. I got hot lyrics, I got hot beats, and they got 10 million views and I got 20, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? You know, you start questioning yourself, you start doubting yourself. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize what you're doing this for. You gotta have a greater goal than just the numbers. That's what I want to say about it. And my goal is more so to really try to get into people's mind and their heart. That's what I'm looking at these days.
Big fact.
Yes, sir.
Big fact.
So I just want to make sure and mention that my album Never Quit on Your Dreams, it won for best mixtape or album at the Fairfield Music Awards. Shouts out to Darren Southern Plug out of Columbia.
Shout out to him. That's my boy, man.
Okay.
I know Darren.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. And we also, we heading next week to the Southern Plug Music Awards. We performing. Me and Lolita Pierre, we got that performance slot, and we got 4 nominations for Southern Plug this year. The most major one is Breakout Artist of the Year. Of course, myself, Big Bailey. We also nominated for the Rashad and Eric Webb series that my man Conker Jones shot. And the song Persevere is nominated for Single of the Year featuring Brother Trav. Gotta shout him out.
Shout out Brother Trav. I gotta get him on the platform.
Yes, and that's produced by Pompey Productions as well, that Persevere.
Shout out Pompey. Got an interview with him coming.
My #1 producer, Mr. Yep. Now me and him go way back. We used to have little rap battles in the club back in the day.
For real?
Yeah, little freestyle battles. We used to have little heel toe battles too. You know, I get a little heel toe on every now and then, you know. That man love to do some heel toe. But anyway, he be killing it though. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing. Oh, I got quite a few shows coming up in March. You can check out my website for my calendar. I've got a pretty busy month. Got a show with Pastor Jamal out in North Augusta Riverview Park. Community show outreach event. We trying to reach the young generation is all about change ministry and everything that he doing. And, like I say, quite a few shows coming up. Check out my website, bigbailey.com.